I think most of us at some point or another have had the bright idea, guess what? I'm going to start making content about that thing that I love and that I'm super passionate about. And I'm greatly knowledgeable, so one day it's even going to become my full-time job. I'm going to go out there, everyone's going to subscribe, and it's going to explode. Then you get started and you find, well, this is a vast ocean and you are in a very, very small boat. We fight the waves, the ups, downs, the all-arounds, and most of us, myself included, find ourselves in the small creator space. And while we consume advice after advice video after advice TikTok about growing our audience, I find most of this advice isn't tenable for actual boots on the ground small creators. And as someone who has grown their main channel to around 10,000 subscribers, big shout out to my channel, Hometown TCG, I do want to take some time and document my journey on YouTube and try to give some actual advice for what has worked for me when it comes to growing my audience. So at any time during this video or any videos on this channel, if you like what we're talking about, make sure you hit that sub button, because you guys know out there that means everything. And if you get some good advice and something works, let me know in the comments section below. But without further ado, let's get into this one. My name is Josh, and I decided to create content in a small niche. Now, the niche is not important. I happen to choose trading card games, but many of us take this journey and create content about something we truly love, but maybe already has a ton of creators in this big existing audience. And as we follow more and more advice, I find that small creators who are actually trying to make it struggle to put pen to paper and make changes on their channel. At least I know I did. So I want to tell you today what worked for me. And the first major change that I made as a small creator is to stop trying to build Rome in a day, if you will. And no, this isn't some way too late meme about how often we think about the Roman Empire. No, I truly mean ingesting all of this advice and TikToks and shorts and YouTube videos from 3 million viewer subscriber channels, how to grow your channel. It all just becomes overwhelming, and it's too much to digest. Paralysis by analysis is a real thing, and it's great to know all of these things. It's great to see how other people have done it, but it is impossible to implement all of this advice at once. So my first piece of advice, and what made a major difference for me, was to pick one thing. Pick something and try to become really, really good at it. And I know that sounds lame, but I'm going to give you a key example. My first, I guess, dog with a bone moment on YouTube that really changed my channel around and got me several thousand subscribers rather quickly was focusing on my click-through rate, or CTR. When I zeroed in on this and decided how do I make my videos the most clickable to my audience as possible, I started seeing great growth. And as I understood strategies about modifying this, making new thumbnails, whatever small little changes I can make to my channel to really improve this thing, I saw a lot of great growth and feedback from my community and new community members. And the beauty about really focusing in on one thing is once you get a handle on it and have a process and a great understanding of that thing that you just have to fix immediately, well, it kind of becomes autopilot. You think about it without having to think about it. It becomes second nature to you as a small creator, and that frees you up to maybe think about the next thing. All in all, we take in advice left, right, up, down, all around, and we can't do it all at once. As small creators, it's important, become great at something. Pick your niche, pick your thing that you want, and greatly improve on that over and over and over again until you feel comfortable, and then guess what? It's on to the next thing. It also helps you with a bit of burnout. As you get these small successes, you get better at the thing you want, whether it's your like to dislike ratio, the number of people sharing your videos, or your presentation. You get to have little wins. They energize you. They help you keep going. And as creators, we know that is half of the battle. So I encourage each and every one of you, if you're watching this video, if you've ever made any content, take a bunch of time. I don't need a week, I don't need a day, I don't need a month. Take 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, and get awesome at something, and then use that as the backbone that you're going to build your skill set for being a small creator. I really think this is important, and I hope to see a lot of you out there come back to this video and say, hey, I did this, I focused on this, I saw improvement, and it worked. I will continue to share my journey on Hometown TCG as I pick my next thing. I'll probably share that here on this channel, but I have seen great success doing this. And the second thing, and probably the biggest piece of advice that I can give about being a small creator and growing your small YouTube channel would be about how you consume content. And let's just say what it is. If you only consume content from the biggest of the giantest of the YouTubers, and you really don't pay attention to the meta of how creators go from small to big, or how other people in your niche have experienced growth, or how they present topics, or anything that's going on in that giant funnel from massive to the smallest of YouTubers in your space, well, you're going to miss out on a lot, and you're going to have to kind of figure all of that out on your own. So I encourage you, if you're in a niche, if you're a small creator, if you're looking to making content and see some growth on your own channel, to be a consumer of that content. And I don't just mean, hey, let's watch Mr. Beast videos, or let's watch Asmongold or Moist Critical, or whatever it is you consume. I encourage you to find creators all through that pipeline and see, what are they doing? What works? And not just rip it from them, but what twist can you put on the things that work? I'm not encouraging you to steal other people's videos or topics, not at all. But maybe a presentation strategy, maybe an all-in-one talking to the camera while never doing a cut and very rarely editing. This is a little self-reflection here, but that is what works for me. You find these things that work for you and you build upon them. And if you only consume the biggest of the big channels and don't know kind of what works down in the massive ocean, in the small boats with the rest of us, you're going to miss quite a bit. Not only that, but you're going to build an amazing community. Heck, I owe a ton to creators in my space that have grown with me. Big shout out to, this won't mean much to most of you, but creators like Kitchen Table TCG and Jake and Joel Are Magic. As they have grown, they have been listening ears. As you consume their content, comment on their videos, join their communities, you are able to ask questions to these creators about what's working for them, what's not working for them, and all of the things they have learned about YouTube in the time they have put in. These small creator space is a wonderful, just amazing community, and I encourage you, be a part of it. Don't try to jump in, make some content, blow everyone away, and don't really have a space amongst the rest of the boats, if you will. This is wildly important. Just like with the last tip with avoiding burnout, being part of that community is going to help you come back. It's going to give you a backbone to continue to support you as you journey through YouTube content. And also, it's going to help you be a better expert in your field. Heck, most of us creators out there get information all at the same time. We present things very differently, and there is a lot of good, bad, and ugly that we can learn from all of the channels all around. And your channel can even be one of those. You can review your own videos kind of like game tape. I like what I did there. I don't like what I did there. Ooh, this is reminiscent of this creator, and things of that nature. I really do believe these two tips have helped me have a bit of growth. And I'm not out here lauding saying, oh, 10,000 subscribers, I did it, I'm an expert. But I think it's important to get some realistic and tenable advice from somebody who's in the trenches with everybody else and trying to grow as a small creator. And heck, that's what most of this channel is going to be about. It's going to stay personally branded to me, but I really want a space to talk about the YouTube and creator side of things, talking about things like channel membership, monetizations, the biggest failures I have had as a creator, and things that are actually working for me, like we talked about in this video. If it does well and people like this video, which is the first video on a channel, I can't imagine anyone's going to find it, but heck, if it does well, and maybe even if it doesn't, I think I'm going to commit to a part 2 of things that are working, and definitely of things that don't work for me. So if you like content like this, I talked about it in the intro and I'll say it again, hit the subscribe button, because you guys know that's how we show love, that's how we grow, and that share button is the little golden star at the end, where if you like this video and you want to share it with a friend who's trying to create some videos, that would mean the world to me. All right, I hope you had some fun today. I hope you learned some stuff. Until next time, you guys know me. Well, maybe you don't, but now you do. My name is Josh, and there's going to be some more videos popping up here around throughout the week, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll talk to you in the next one. Goodbye.